Zena from VRFocus, and I'm here with Jon, the creative lead for Harmonix Music VR. Thank you for joining us.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about it?
That is correct, yes. So this is, Music VR is really a way to use VR to help you immerse yourself in and appreciate music. And we have 4 completely different ways of letting you do that. They range from pretty passive experiences, which are all about sitting back and really listening to the music and using visuals to accentuate that, to really active experiences where you can really lean in and be creative using motion control of the PlayStation moves and enjoy your music that way.
Awesome. And the first experience that I tried out was the beach.
Yes.
Which that came from the Samsung Gear VR version, right?
Yeah, that's the oldest world that we're going to be shipping with. That was originally designed with a mobile headset a mobile headset in mind. But we've updated it and beautified it and added a bit to it to bring it to the PlayStation VR. But that's our introductory experience. It's controller free, and it's all about using your gaze to activate different psychedelic reactions in the world. Or if you choose, just sitting back and relaxing and watching how the music transforms the weather and the lighting and the beach that you're chilling out on.
So what exactly did you add to the PlayStation VR version?
Primarily, we upgraded the art quite a bit, and we've tweaked a lot of the visuals since the capabilities of the PS4 are obviously significant.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And the second experience was
The Easel. So we're really fascinated with the connection between creativity and music listening at Harmonix. We, a lot of visual artists that I know listen to music when they create. A lot of people. And just generally speaking, these days, music tends to be an accompaniment to other activities. And there's something about being creative while listening to music. The music helps you be creative, and being creative kind of helps you absorb the music. And so we thought it'd be really interesting to experiment with giving you a creative activity that itself referred back to the music. So we're trying to get kind of this fun feedback loop of musical and creative engagement.
And when you watch people create whatever around them, is it normally a picture or is it just kind of a general
It's, well, most of the time, the first time people try it, it's, I guess you could say Pollock-esque. It's kind of like a mess of crazy reactive visuals, which is fun. But the more time people spend with it, the more they start they kind of start with 2D creations, 2D more like drawings, but then eventually move on to realizing that they're really sculpting. And making fun. I've seen lots of dragons for some reason people are drawn to, and then some people even like to build little spaces for themselves to be in. You can make a little house for yourself and a chair that you shouldn't try to sit down in because.
And the third experience was the robot dance party.
Yes.
Which that's probably the most gamey.
Yeah, you could say that. It's got the most variety of interactions of the 4 worlds. I would definitely say it's the silliest and it's the wackiest. It's the one that we hope is most at home at an actual party, since you are at a virtual dance party. And we just made sure to have lots of silly stuff on screen and lots of fun stuff for people in the room who aren't in VR to enjoy looking at on the social screen as well.
And what kind of interactions can we see? Because there are 3 different ways to take it in.
Oh yeah, so the main interaction in the dance party is choreographing dance moves for wacky characters. One fun way to think about it is dance is kind of the oldest form of music visualization. So we really we were interested in having a world that explored dance as visualization, but giving the player a lot of input into what the dances are. And so to make that extra inviting, we made it really silly and friendly with wacky characters. And we want people to spend a lot of time on the dance floor using the move controllers to choreograph these dance moves, and dancing themselves if they like it, and get to know all the different characters and all the different poses we give you that allow for different dances. And then when they're done with that, you can move on to the DJ booth, which has its own set of interactions. We have a party cannon that lets you shoot hot dogs and toilet paper. And the third location in the dance party is kind of a bird's eye view where you can see the entire party, and that's where you have like maximum control over what's happening. So you can actually use move controllers to pick up tables and chairs and rearrange things. You can pick up characters and move them around and discover lots of fun things to do from there.
And the last experience on the video game is the trip.
Yeah, so the trip is the trippiest of our four worlds, and it's the most abstract and probably the closest to what people would think of when they hear music visualizer. It's got a lot of moving shapes and colors, and it's all driven by your song, and it's really about kind of sitting back and taking everything in.
Of course, the most important part of this whole experience is the music.
Yeah, so we're shipping with an original album that was composed by Harmonix's own MQ, an original album called The Black Rabbit, which has specific songs for each of the specific worlds to really showcase what they're good at, and also a handful of songs from Harmonix games Amplitude and A City Sleeps. So we're going to make sure that people have plenty of music to enjoy right out of the box. But also the big selling point that we want people to be aware of is that this works with any song in the world. We use our own internally developed music analysis technology to analyze any MP3 or WAV or common audio file that you give it, and give you a unique experience in each world for that song.
Fantastic. And when can people expect this to come out?
This will be available at launch of PlayStation VR on October 13th.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Jon.
Great, thank you.
And if you want any more on any of that, check out vrfocus.com.